Good evening once again, everyone. So we are back to market for the week again. So all we are doing here is just to project and to anticipate what will happen in the market. We don't control the market. And the beauty of it is that we all have different views on how to approach the market, on how we see the market. And the other beauty of it is that a community like this is very much helpful because it helps us to see from different perspective and come to a conclusion on what to do and on how to navigate the market. So that is what we are just here to do. I'm not perfect, and I can say none of us here too is perfect. I might be seeing something you are not seeing, and you are seeing something I'm not seeing. That is why we are sharing ideas. We all are equals when it comes to this. So for the first pair I have this week, I have GBP card as the first pair I want to show us this week. So GBP card has been a very bullish, very bullish for a long time. Has been very bullish. Like this markout I have here has been markout since last year, early last year, I guess. So I think middle of last year. So as you can see, the market actually marked this place out for a very long time, waiting for market to come and mitigate this level. But I couldn't just take it directly because the market didn't really hit my entry point. But I later discovered that there is kind of a breakout block that the market respected and started selling. So from this point, I want to start my analysis from, let me even take it from weekly. From weekly, we can see that the weekly has been a bearish, and we have a weekly candle. Last week weekly candle break below previous. So daily is also aligning with the outlook here. Daily is also aligning. We have a double break already. So we have a double break here from daily, and to see that weekly daily is aligning with weekly movement. And then let's go to 4 hours. On 4 hours, we also have the market. After we have this shift over here last week, after we have this shift over here, so the Trump speech pushed the market back to come and sweep liquidity over here before we have this pushback that gave us another POS break of structure to the downside. That is a kind of a very big confirmation to us that okay, this market really want to push down a bit before it continue the buy. So from this point, we have a break of structure. We have a change of character over here. We've had that change of character over here for a long time, but to be sure, we need to use this as my own change of character before I can enter the market because the guy is bullish. So after then we have this POS here. So that will take me to 1 hour, 30 minutes. 30 minutes, I'm looking for my entry, how to join the sell movement to the downside. So if I'm targeting, I'm not targeting too far because market these days is funny because of the trade war we are having. So if you're trading, we trade cautiously. Trying to hold trade for a very long time now is kind of, it's scary. It's kind of, I just have to be careful. So we have a valid level here. We have one good level here. We also have this 1 hour. But this level is the level I'm looking at for because this is where we have much. I think we will have much buyer waiting to push the market up a bit before we high if there will be a continuation for the sell. So, but then we should be targeting liquidity this time around. Like I said, should be targeting liquidity because market can be very funny. So on 30 minutes, that is why I want to refine my entry point. On 30 minutes, after this internal change of character over here, we have this internal change of character over here. Market accumulated. We have this push down. Before this market came down, this 30-minute supply zone. Before it gave us another shift over here. So from that look, I'm not looking at anything above anymore because this level has already given us a kind of a confirmation that okay, and another BUS to the downside. And from my look, I'm having a breakout block over here. This is a 30-minute breakout block over here, which market validated. I'm looking for market to come back to this breakout block. Then we have that sell continuation. That is just my simple analysis on GBP card. That is just my simple analysis on GBP card. That is just my outlook, and I just pray it plays out the way I've just projected. And this is just my outlook on GBP card. So my target won't be, I think if I should be targeting, let me put my short position. I'm just going to cover this level. For this is a breakout block. I'm just going to cover this level a bit. And I think this level is not too bad. About 200 pips to the downside. It's a nice one. Or you can target the liquidity. You can target the liquidity point because market is very funny now. Liquidity point is not going to give much RR. But for me, I still feel the market will push down. Even on the 4 hours, I'm still expecting the market to go lower. I'm expecting the market to go lower before let me go to daily. And my expectation, because when this market started buying, I actually caught this market here. But when it got here, I couldn't hold it before we have this retracement, before the market started going. I think me and Michael have analyzed this PS. He was telling me he wanted to sell, but I told him because of this accumulation here and 30-minute change of character, we should be having this up movement to the upside. So this was actually my target. So for this pair, if it's going to give us a very deep retracement down before we continue buying, I should be looking at somewhere, I think weekly. I have something on weekly. I want market to give me something like this to come and sweep this level or this particular level I marked out here. But I'm not seeing markets coming down this far. But though on monthly, we have a very strong monthly demand supply zone where the market reacted from. But based on the fact that the market hasn't really touched the daily fair value gap, it reacted from a breakout block. That is why I'm not having the confidence of it moving too down. I still expect it to come and sweep liquidity before it falls to the downside before we continue also. But for now, my expectation is to have this market sell to this level where I just targeted. Sell to this level. Then from there, we can just follow if it's still going to sell, it will give us that confirmation that it wants to sell. Then we can just follow the trend, follow the order flow. So that is that for this GBP card. So do anybody have different opinion? Let's share before we move to another. Does anyone have different opinion to this?
Okay, Mr. Victor.
Yeah.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you.
On this 1 hour time frame, why are you not looking at that liquidity up?
Okay, liquidity up.
Yes.
The reason why, that is why I refined down to 30 minutes. If you look at 30 minutes has already, though market can do anything, 30 minutes has actually done the justice over there. If you look at 30 minutes, I'm not still, well, market can do anything, but for me, I'm looking out for this level, market to just...
Okay, Mr. Victor,
Yeah?
I go to 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, this 15 minutes. On
So 15 minutes there.
Yeah.
Why you look? Can I use my pen on your?
Yes, you are good.
So see, look at this liquidity here. It's a double liquidity. Just expand it. So okay. So based on this liquidity here, if you look at this OB here, this small OB here, can you see it? It's still valid. Mark it out. So if you can take out liquidity here, you can actually tap here or tap here. Just put your SL above here to be on the safer side, because this movement was from the news, was from the fundamental. So all this here can actually be a liquidity grab. So you can come there, grab the liquidity, tap here, then move down.
Well, that is still valid, but I know we all see market from different perspectives. I think
we are both looking at it, so we can
for GPR though, sometimes you won't have that retracement because this catch here, I also have almost the same scenario. You understand? This catch over, I also have almost the same scenario for a buy continuation. Let's see how it plays out. But for me, based on the fact that this
Victor, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, please can you just zoom in this 4 hours time frame very well? Let me point out something for you. Because if you check it on that higher time frame, the market is reacting from a hobby, which is a very good one. Lawrence, please cover your camera. We have, to me, I feel like the market is still pushing up. Just that currently now we are having a kind of correction on this bigger picture. So I'm seeing all this level here now as a kind of correction of impulse movement. Exactly. So what I'm looking at the bigger picture is taking advantage of the next impulse movement. So if you check the way the market is coming back, they are printing more candles. So my target is this particular area you marked out now. Here, if the market push back to that area and I can see a kind of daily conversation, I'll be expecting another fast movement to the upside. So the way I trade, I always look for exactly. So I'm looking for where the market will give me a very good impulse movement so that I don't need to hit a lot of Excel before having that good profit. So currently now the market is still within that phase of correction. So if you are doing day trading and scalping, taking the advantage of this sell here is a very good one. Because if you see Friday candle, it's obvious that we have a bearish movement, which we're expecting that market to push the price back to this place. So if you are taking that in intraday or your scalping, is a very good one for you to sell back to the zones at which we also want to buy from. So that's just my opinion on this, which is a very good one.
That is what I'm actually looking at too, because the guy is very, very bullish. That is why I'm not even going beyond this level as my target. Because looking at it from monthly candle too, I'm feeling that, okay, this monthly candle is coming to mitigate with this previous monthly candle to continue the movement to the upside. So all clear. So any catch we want to have here is a short catch. It's a short catch for me. I don't think I would like to go beyond this level, except market gives reasons for us to continue the sell. But if it doesn't give, let's wait for another movement to the upside. Fine. Let's move to another pair. I have AUD-NZ. So based on fundamentals, this pairs somehow sound bearish, but at the same time, I'm also looking at movement of this pair based on the fact that from this internal structure here on weekly, we have a movement to the upside before we have this shift over here. I actually tried to catch this guy, the sell. I couldn't. Played me. Last week was a very bearish movement to the downside because of the fundamentals we had. And I just feel like, okay, this fundamentals is just pushing market to, mitigate some unmitigated area in the market. So based on the fact that this is the level that gave us a push, break of structure to the upside. This level actually gave us this push as a break of structure, change of character to the upside in the internal structure of this particular market. So I'm looking at this market, there are some drawing you when market bought and later come back, clear liquidity before it continue the movement. So I'm looking at this level that the market has got into now to react from here. Give me like maybe 30 minutes or 1 hour change of character. Join this buy to the upside. Though it looked bearish, but based on the reaction we are having here, this is going to be on a confirmation mode. Time around, don't just jump into the market because you see one big push or you see one kind of movement. You have to move with confirmation. So based on what the market is presenting here, I'm looking at buying from here. The reason why I'm considering this is the leg that actually gave us this push to give us another change of character to the downside, and we have this sell that respected that same leg that gave us another change BOS to the upside before we have this push down. So after that, we have this level as a kind of a liquidity that the market has actually come into. But on 4 hours, market has not really negated somewhere. So I'm just waiting. If market open this night, we have this sweep over here. This level has been swept already. All this area has been consumed already. There is no area, there is no level over there. So currently, the market is reacting from somewhere around here, but over here we have 4 hours left, which I feel like, okay, the market should come to tap into this place. Maybe can use confirmation, like change of character, can get like 30 minutes or 1 hour change of character over here, then to join the buy movement to the upside. The target actually is to give us another higher high over here to come and mitigate all this level. It's a kind of, we have a very good impulse movement here, and the market is in the face of like correction to the upside. So that is my analysis on AUD-NZ. That is my analysis on AUD-NZ, because based on what is presenting to me right now. But if it doesn't give me a change of character, confirmation to buy here, I'm not entering. So this is going to be on a confirmation basis. Don't just jump in once market gets here and say you want to buy. Market can change direction and continue selling to the downside. So we have different opinion. Any different opinion, please? So I have GJ as well.
Victor.
Sir?
All right, please. Let's come back to AUD New Zealand.
Okay.
I want us to learn from this based on what I want to share with us. Because I noticed that you said you were planning to also sell AUD New Zealand, but you could not cash the sell.
Yes.
Now, I have a good entry on it. I will send, I don't really like to send my charts or my trade, but I will send the trade to the group now for the sake of us on this corner so that I can see the trade. This is a good entry for sell continuation on the AUD New Zealand. And we have it. I've been holding AUD New Zealand for a month and is it 2 or 3? It should be 3 weeks now by the end of the week we are picking up today now. So I've been holding it for a month and 2 weeks. So it will be 3 weeks with this week now. So the point is, I think I took this sell from here, this height here also. And when the news was coming up and the Trump started with this problem, I was on like 3 trades. I lost the remaining 2, ADUSD and AUD something or so. So I lost because of that volatility in the market. And I was supposed to get in here as my second entry here, but I missed it just because I was trying to do a lower time frame entry and the rest like that. So, which is part of the game. So it's better for you to miss a trade than losing a trade, as we all know. So the market has been a sell, and I took it because of a 4 hours change of character and the rest like that. So for me now, that area you are looking at buying from, because what I'm looking for the week, though I've taken quite a number, at least I've taken profit on it like almost 2 times like that. So what I'm looking at is if market can tap in to this particular zone, then give us corrections before giving us a drop. The reason why I'm looking at it like that is because if you check the volume at which the market dropped that last week, it was very high. We're looking at the candle. So my expectation now is, okay, since we have that volatility in the market, if market can push back, which is tomorrow, Monday, if the market can push to this particular hobby, then if the market can give us correction, I won't be aggressive in taking a buy. Based on, I will still be looking at this guy as impulse movement, which is that last week, the Friday candle. You understand that now?
Yeah.
So I'll still be looking at it as impulse movement. The correction, that's when market bounce from here, we now determine if the guy is ready to go up. You understand that now? Because if they are taking out this particular high, I'll feel so comforted that a daily high has been taken out to the upside. That's why I will consider looking for a buy. You know me, I'm looking at it at a long time trader, as a swing trader. You understand that now? So that was when I would consider taking a buy from it. So, but for now, I will still be looking at market reaction within this your 4 hours OB that you marked out. You understand that now? So let's see the lower time frame, the day traders, the scalpers can take advantage of the market reaction here. But looking at the weekly candle for last week, that's a sign that they may likely continue in that sell. So the buy we are looking at now, we need to be very smart and be careful before taking that buy.
Okay.
Is that clear, guys?
Yeah. Thank you.
So for those of us in the community group, I'll send that chart now. You can just see the way I took the sell. It's over a month and going on a month and 3 weeks now. Just holding and allow the profit to be running.
Okay.
So that's just my view about this guy.
All right. So if you are like targeting, maybe you'll be thinking of somewhere around here as your main target. So since this has been cleared, let's go to GJ. I think the fundamentals has given a lot of push. For me, based on what GJ is presenting, from this internal structure, we have a downtrend on GJ, of which GJ, I'm expecting it to come to this level. But before it comes to this level, based on what he presented last week, like we had on AUD US, AUD NZ too, there is a lot of sell-off in the market. But even with that, I'm also looking at market reaction sometimes, where market is reacting from. Because like last week, I think someone posted that he wants to sell from here, but I have that mind that okay, since this guy is reacting from this down, we have a kind of break here. I'm expecting it to buy to this level before we have that push to the downside. Also to even come to this level, but the market changed direction and started coming down. But at this point now, based on what is presenting to us here, we have this level as a level that gave us a change character to the downside before we have this push up. And if you look at the leg that gave us this 4 hours change of character to the downside, we have a supply zone that has not been mitigated. So for this price last week that came, I don't know what will happen this week, but for this price that came, we are supposed to have another push that will give us another change of character to the downside or BOS to the downside based on what the market has presented. But based on the fact that the market reacted from this level here, acting as a kind of a support. And on 4 hours, we have pin bar on 4 hours last week. I'm looking at this level as a kind of a sweep of this whole level here. So based on, I'm also looking at it from trend line, based on what market has been presenting to us. So we have this very massive push to the downside. So on 1 hour already we have a shift. For me, I'm seeing this as a shift. I've seen this on GJ several times. Once I have this shift like this on GJ several times, on 1 hour, on 30 minutes, I take advantage of it. So I'm looking at this guy, giving us a bit of buy to the upside, if probably even buying to this level, since we have this shift on 1 hour already, giving us this buy to this level,
Vic, Victor.
before we have that sell back. Huh?
Hello, Victor. Please, Victor, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Please try to mute everybody. I think there's a background voice coming from someone.
This mutant stuff of the thing is what I don't even understand. This is what I'm like looking at. If the market can give us something like this, since the market couldn't give us a break to the downside based on the massive movement we had last week, market choose to react from somewhere around there without giving us a break. And if you look at it, we have a kind of a shift over here. Have a sweep over here of this market. So for we to have had a sweep without a body break to the downside over here, and we have a level here that is much valid for the market to come to. I'm still expecting the market to have that buy before we have this. So the whole projection I'm having is on one.
Victor.
I'm looking at taking a buy. If this market can give us, if market open, if it can give us another kind of rejection, because on 4 hours, if market opens, we'll have that 4 hours candle. Since we have
Sabans, can I create another link and send after this one? I'm asking for permission.
Okay, fine.
So everything I'm looking at.
Yeah, we can hear you, man.
Yeah. Everything I'm looking at on this guy right now is to take a buy from this level. But based on what market is presenting, like I said, I'm not taking a very long buy these days because of market changes direction at its own time, because of the fundamental and the trade war we are having. So if you can take a buy, if you can catch a buy based on what the market has presented to us here, we have a sweep and we have a change of character to the upside on 1 hour and on 30 minutes. It's giving us a very clear direction on GJ. I've caught lots of trade on GJ based on this presentation, and that is why I'm having confidence presenting it for us to see. So this is just my projection on this. If we can have that.
Yes, sir. This is what I have on Euro CHF. This buy I was looking at this buy, sir. So based on the impulse and correction, to me, if even if I go to the daily to check something on the daily, I will see that even the daily candle is giving me rejection at that. It gives me like kind of a bullish pin bar at this particular point here. Me on 4 hours, I'm looking at buy on this 4 hours hobby here. So if I go to the daily, I still have one area here. This is the daily hobby here. On the daily, I have this place and I mark out this area as kind of my liquidity area. For me, based on what the daily is giving, the kind of rejection the daily is giving me at that 4 hours hobby. So I wanted to take my buy on that 4 hours hobby. I don't know, because this kind of pair that I even understand now that I wanted to work with this Euro CHF. So
What
Can
if you want to take it from here?
I
What's the
want to take,
confirmation?
because I want to take it from here based on the what daily is giving me. Because daily already give me a bullish timber.
What's the confirmation to take the trade?
Huh? I say daily give me a bullish timber at that point based on my 4 hours hobby.
Monday, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear it, sir.
Okay. The level you are looking at in taking your buy from is a very good one. But let me call our attention to the general picture of Euro CHF. Please go to the weekly time frame. Let me please show you something on the weekly time frame.
This weekly, sir.
Okay, looking at it on the weekly time frame, the general picture looks as if here is a sell market. Do you notice that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Because of that, I know we had a. Can you just zoom out very well? Let me mark your chart. Okay.
So
Okay.
can I delete my own markup, sir? So that you
No,
can.
don't worry. Let me just mark it out.
Okay.
We have market coming to this weekly level. You understand that now?
Yes,
So
yes, sir.
truly, I was expecting a deep mitigation in that place, which market just tapped into the opening of the candle, and we have a drop. So now, looking at that, let's go to daily now. Let me now show us something on the daily.
Okay, sir.
Because daily gave us a daily OB that the market reacted from that particular point. Let me zoom in very well so that I can see where the reaction is coming from.
Like
Zoom in. No. Is it
okay.
out? Okay, zoom out. So if you notice what we had here, I reacted from a particular hobby here. Can you see that?
It's not the one that
Mark out that hobby.
this one that
Okay, Samuel,
Okay,
please
sir.
move yourself.
So I have market reaction from that daily hobby. And I was trying to show you the hobby on the weekly, right?
Yes, sir.
So the point is I'm seeing all these movements now as a kind of full correction that mitigate this particular hobby.
Yes, sir.
So truly we have liquidity here that the market can grab and give us a push up. That's fine. But I'm also looking at it the way the market dropped from this movement here and the full correction we are having back here. So that corrections shows me that okay, the market may now continue in its general down movement. You understand that now?
Yes, sir.
So the advice I'll be giving, I like to look at it. I like to look at the general picture of the market before me making decisions. So part of the plan I'm already having for Trump regime is I really want to swing. So I want to trade less and make more money in the markets. That's the game now. So I'm just looking for a trending market that is giving me a high, in short, high price setup for my confirmation. So once I'm taking it, I already know that I'm going hard on just one. I can stay 1 week, 2 weeks, I'm not having a setup, no problem. But anyone I'm picking, I know that I want to hold it for long so that by the time the whole market is doing its drama, I will still be within the range. That agent is now sent to the group now. I'm about almost 300 plus pips in profit on it. So even though the market wants to do this Akamaji, it can't push up to take me out. You understand that now?
Right,
So
sir.
the point is, for the sake of this regime, since we are still trying to understudy what Trump is up to, I would advise, let's go for a trending market. So if market come back to, let me mark this now. If market come back to this particular level here, and the market chooses to bounce from here, because like me, I won't advise you to take a long, fine, there's a reaction here on the daily, no problem. You understand that now, but because of the liquidity we have down there,
Right, sir.
I'll be expecting market to give us that dip movement back to this level. This is a very
Right,
good
sir.
level to consider. Exactly. And if you notice, we have other flow here.
Right, sir. I can hear you, sir.
So we have other flow from that particular level. So it's a good area to consider for a buy. But looking at the general picture, I'll be looking for market to also push more to the downside. That's
Good
after
evening, bros.
evening. So after they are done with that, their drama within that particular range. So that's just my own submit about Euro CHF because I'm also looking at it.
Okay, sir. Because
I think I agree with you, boss.
Oh, okay.
Because
Okay.
that buy is a trap.
That's what I'm also looking at.
Even on 4 hours, they're supposed to give strong confirmation. It looks to me. I just checked my chart now. I don't trade it though, but after they analyzed it, I just checked my chart, and even on 4 hours, look like a trap to me. I'm expecting price to dump, even on 4 hours.
4 hours.
This buy the current buy that we are seeing look like a trap to me.
Now let's go to 1 hour. Go to
Okay,
1 hour.
sir.
Let's see something on 1 hour.
Okay, sir. This is 1 hour, sir.
Because irrespective of the time frame you are trading, the market have just one behavior. That's the idea of the impulse movement and the correction. If you check what we have here now, see what is happening here.
Yes,
We
sir.
have few candles that drop the market to the downside.
Yes,
But
sir.
consider when they are trying to give us this correction.
Yes, sir.
We're having more. Then, for the sake of those who want to do the scalping or the intraday, I'll be looking at this will be here. Based on how the market is trying to retrace back
Yes, sir.
to that particular.
To continue.
Exactly.
We just have to be smart in taking that kind of.
Taking your sell. I will even suggest looking for a sell continuation instead of a buy.
On this ADJPY, because me this week I was very busy, so I wasn't active on analyzing the market.
Please, can we see 4 hours, please?
On this one?
Yes, please.
4 hours, please. This 4 hours, sir.
Okay.
So I'm looking at sell on this pair.
A sell continuation, right?
The sell continuation, serious.
Can you zoom in, please? No, sorry, zoom in, not out, zoom in. Okay.
That's what I'm looking at.
Okay, then thank you very much. You can continue, sir.
Right. So this is what I'm looking at on this AUD JPY, the sell continuation, based on what it's giving me. So if I'm to use my own fee, so I mark out this place as kind of my liquidity. So because based on I trade as impulse and correction and liquidity graph too, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm not looking at this area to join the sell movement, but I mark out this area as kind of liquidity. Then
okay. If I may ask, I'm not trying to correct you. If I may ask, why are you not looking at that area for your continuation?
This one, because
yes.
I'm just mark out this area as kind of liquidity.
Okay, I understand why you mark it as liquidity, but I just want to point something out to you.
Okay.
This is 4 hours time frame, not 4 hours is external. I don't know how you do your own analysis, but this is not 1 hour or lower time frame. So I believe if this zone break the recent low on 4 hours, this place that you marked as a liquidity is a strong zone. To me, personally, I'm not changing your bias. I'm just saying. So because this is a 4 hours, that's why I'm considering it. So because this is a 4 hours, even before I start looking at any zone above it, I will be considering this zone. Because if you pick this zone from 4 hours and you go to a lower time frame, you realize that this is a stronger zone.
Yes, sir.
So in fact, if price break this place that you mark as your 4 hours liquidity, which you are not wrong, if price breaks it, I will not be confident selling again.
Okay, sir.
Personally.
Okay, sir. That's why we are here. So, right.
So that's why I mentioned because it's a 4 hours.
Can you go to 1 hour? Can you go to day time?
So let's look at 1 hour time frame.
Daily time frame.
This 1 hour.
No, this is 1 hour.
Daily.
Okay, daily.
This daily.
Go to weekly.
This weekly video.
Okay, so on this, I see this chart. So what you are looking at to buy. If you are looking out to sell,
yeah, I'm not looking
look at this weekly time frame.
On
this market,
we have a body closure to the downside.
Is it body closure or a week?
Yeah, body closure to the downside.
Check it very well.
It's not is not a liquidity graph. Let me show you. Billion.
Reset that screen. Reset your screen.
Billion. This is it now.
Reset your screen, please.
That's a break of structure to the downside to me.
Break of structure to the downside. Billion.
But they can't do. But we need to understand that. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
If
Can see it now.
if we have a new candle printing from today from 10 o'clock, so this has already, let's say this has closed on Friday. So to me, this is a break of structure to the downside.
To the downside. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Because we are no longer on uptrend.
No, we are not on uptrend on AUD We are bearish.
We are bearish. Yeah.
Go to
Yes,
monthly
I agree
now.
with that.
Go to monthly, please.
This is monthly video. Even if
So
on
if you are bearish.
on the monthly.
Okay, now, when I mean I'm bearish on AUD when I second aim, I mean current market, what I want to trade. If
Right.
I'm looking at 1 month, that means I'm looking at daily or weekly to take my trade from.
Right.
So
Sir.
I'm looking at 1 month. I'm looking at 1 month as buyers,
Right,
but
sir.
I'm not using the 1 month buyers as my trade.
Right, sir.
So I'm using 4 hours as my buyers or daily.
Right, sir.
So 4 hours is already bearish. 1
Right.
month we are bullish. You are right about that.
Mhm.
But 4 hours we are bearish.
Right, sir.
AUD.
Right, sir.
So that's why I'm not considering my higher time to be bullish, because I'm not trading 1 month. We all have our analysis and how we frame it.
Billion,
So current
Billion,
price to
Billion,
me is
if I might to
bearish.
ask, what time frames do you use?
My higher time frame 4 hours and my internal start from 1 hour.
1 hour. That's
Yes.
Okay, so what you are saying now, I understand what you are saying. Why I came back to this place is because the sell is looking out to sell.
Okay.
It be a short sell.
Yes,
Because
I'm not disputing that.
so
But
if you go back to weekly now,
if he's looking to trade on Monday, if market opens Asian section and is looking to trade Monday, as that's tomorrow London section, if he's looking for a buy, to me, it's a counter trend, because
Right.
4 hours is not bullish yet.
Right.
Daily is not bullish. The same thing gold did last week. As at Wednesday last week, some people were already bearish on gold. If you check KoleFX group, me and Quest were chatting about it on Tuesday or Wednesday. It was like he was looking for a sell. And me, I was not bullish, I was not bearish yet. Even though internal has already started giving us bearish order flow. But until that 1 hour fails, then I'm bearish.
Sorry, sir.
So that is why
I don't even
that
know.
is why each different time frame, understand?
sure.
Is it just?
So that's just it. No,
All
it's
right.
not. I'm talking about price of this.
So go back to 1 hour, please.
Okay, let me just address that now. Huh?
Sir.
Okay,
You know,
I'm
the way you push the market really matters.
yes,
just
sir.
show me something on 1 hour, or you're showing something on 15 minutes. Even though you are taking the trade, I won't feel comfortable until I check what is happening on the higher time frame, because my intention is to follow the big boys. You understand that now?
Yes,
So
sir.
the
Okay,
lower
but
time can paint a picture to
Sir.
you based on the way you've trained yourself to recognize the market. While another person is looking at the bigger picture of that same thing. So at the end of the day, if you are trying to buy, there's I think is that market will sell before you buy. You understand that now? So somebody that is showing 15 minutes can be looking for a sell on 15 minutes. Somebody on can be looking for a sell. Why me? I'm looking for a buy based on 4 hours, based on the 1 hour. I mean, based on the day exactly. So the most important thing is you have to understand the major direction of the market before you make that your decision.
Right,
yes,
sir.
sir.
Right, sir.
All right.
Right, sir. So me, if I'm to take the sell on the 15 minutes, this is the zone I will be looking out to.
You will shop person, if you do that, please.
I don't know if I'm to
Billion.
or not.
Billion.
Sir.
As of today, as a member of KFS, you know that Excel and profit is the same thing.
Yes, sir.
The difference is the time they are coming up. So he's taking the SL, is comfortable with his risk management.
It's weak, so Billion. Why you want to take yourself from here?
Billion. Billion.
Hello, good evening, guys.
Billion, where do you want to take the sell from?
Go to 1 hour. Good evening, sir.
Because
hello, good evening,
go to
please.
your 1 hour. Because this looks like you're in
Billion.
We don't need to go to the 1 hour or 2 hours. I don't know.
Hold on.
On 15 minutes, where do you want to take the sell from? Tell me.
On 15
House.
billion.
Hold on.
Yeah.
To me,
Monday.
this okay, boss.
Monday, can you hear me? Boss, hear me. Hello. Caller.
Sorry, sir. We
Okay.
are sorry, sir.
I'm
Yeah.
with you, boss.
We are
Okay.
sorry, sir.
I'm with you,
I
boss.
like it. I like it when we have discussion like this because it opens our eyes. Somebody is about to say something. That person has not been talking before.
Yes,
I want to
yes,
hear
yes,
his
yes.
opinion.
Okay.
Who's that person? Somebody was
Salusi,
trying
please
to
talk.
call me now.
Thanks, Mr. Banks. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah. So basically, what I want to say is it's just my own
Because I want
style
us
of
to see.
trading. It's just my own style
Hey,
of
good
trading.
evening, man. Good evening.
Yeah. So if you, boss, please, can you go to the weekly?
Weekly.
So my own style of trading, yeah. You
Yes,
see,
sir.
this market is actually uptrending. So like, if you see this, I don't know. How I'm going to like use my annotations on the screen.
You can use your pen on the left side. On the left
Yeah,
side.
there's a
There's place you can
Okay.
use your pen
Yeah.
on the left
I've
side.
seen it. Yeah, I've
Okay.
seen it.
Yeah, use it.
So I don't know how to use this stuff. Okay, I want to draw a line here.
Hold and drag. Hold and drag, please.
Hold control.
Hold with right and drag.
Okay, yeah, okay. You see, this is a break of structure now. So
Right.
what I'll be looking at here
Right.
is this will be my swing, and this will be my swing, and here. I know
Okay.
market actually came down here,
That swing
and it's
high,
supposed to
swing
react
low.
to the upside, but it failed to react, like to break this high here, and it broke this low, and like this is just like a normal, it's a market shift here, but I won't be doing anything here until it breaks. I won't be looking for any sales or whatever until it breaks this low here, until this low here gets broken, then I can now look for like a retracement back up from probably one of these old demand zones here that's going to push the price back up into like 618 or 0.706. Then I'm going to now ride the sell down.
That's on the higher time frame though.
That's what I'm just saying. Like that's how I'm going to just chill till it breaks here. Then I'll now look for my sell. I'll drop down to like the daily, and then I'll wait for the price to come back up to an OB that is, maybe I'll show my charts.
So your entry will be on 4 hours, right?
No. My entry is going to be on 15 minutes, but
No.
I will wait for.
If your entry is going to be on 15 minutes, you don't have to be looking at this one.
No, okay, no problems.
Right.
No, Mr. Monday.
Sir?
Mr. Monday. What Mr. Lee is saying, I understand what he's saying. You can use 15 minutes to enter a weekly chart based on what you treat based on what you train your eye to see.
Okay.
I can actually go and enter these markets on 15 minutes with head and shoulder, and I'll leave the sell or I'll leave the buy.
Okay.
So I can actually refine to anywhere I want to refine to.
Sorry, I'm not saying your analysis is wrong, bro. I'm not saying your analysis is wrong.
I understand what he's saying. What you're saying,
I'm just saying for my own trading style, I will have to wait for this place, this swing low here. The price has to break it before I consider looking for any sales in this particular market.
All of us, we are all saying the same thing. At time frame,
same thing, yes, same thing.
Exactly.
Do you know why?
I just wanted to like add something.
Yes.
That's all.
I totally agree with you. Looking from the weekly time frame, we're all saying the same thing. Because look at from the weekly time frame now, even if we had to buy, I'm still expecting price to push a little bit down before the buy continues. But then looking at this now, we from the weekly time frame, we don't have any clear OB to buy from here.
Thank
you.
you.
We don't have any clear OB to buy from here.
Thank you.
You get so me now, right now, if judging on this weekly time frame, the way me I trade charts or levels without a clear OBs, I'll wait for that level to be taken out, and I'll wait for a re-entry, like something like a reclamation or something. But because this is an higher time frame, going to the 15 minutes or 30 minutes is ideal. Yes, I totally agree with that. Everybody get how they take analyze their time frame and make
who is marking this OB? Sorry, who is marking this OB?
That OB is wrong. What you just marked is wrong. Anything.
No,
what you just
I'm
marked
not
is
saying
wrong.
I'm not saying that's an OB to buy. Since it's like an old demand zone, it's just going to be a reaction point for market to push up into a sell OB for you to ride the sell down. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. You're right. You know,
That's what I'm saying.
everybody's
If
right
market breaks this low, if market breaks this particular low here, this my swing low here. So I'll confirm that, okay, now it's a downtrend. Then I'll wait for this old demand zone is just going to be a reaction point. So once it starts buying, there'll be a lot of buyers that will be here. So they'll be placing their SL like beneath any OB that will be down here. So once market comes to the supply zone up, I'm going to be able to like target those liquidities that are down there to sell down to grab the liquidity down here.
Simple. God bless you, Lucy.
Thank you.
Nice one, guys.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Mr. Banks, please, I want to show my Euro USD. Please, you guys should allow me to show Euro USD.
Yeah, we can
I've
show
not,
it.
I've not shown my chart.
Euro
I've not shown my
USD.
chart here ever.
Euro USD, Abi.
Please. Yeah, this is my since like 2 years now. This is my first time
After
joining
Euro
back.
USD, please, can we
This
check
is
gold?
Euro USD.
Right, checking gold, though. Please, we go diggers.
Yes, that's the only thing I'm interested
No,
in.
this is
Okay,
Euro
hold on.
USD.
Hold on,
Please, can
family.
I share my
For Euro
screen? Please, can I
USD.
share my screen?
Hold on, family. Okay,
You can
Monday,
use,
stop
you can
sharing.
use my screen now.
Allow him to share. So stop sharing your screen. Allow him to share his screen.
Okay, sir. Let me stop.
So after Euro USD, then we'll be looking at gold. Don't worry, I know I have a lot of gold diggers in the house.
You can share your screen.
We are the good diggers, sir. Yes.
You can see it now.
Okay, you are seeing my screen, yeah?
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. So this is Euro USD. So this is what I'm looking at on Euro USD. This is my weekly time frame, yeah?
Right.
So I'm seeing like a full downtrend. Like overall, Euro USD is bearish, like from the weekly. So now we came down here, like, and price went like straight up to this 50% level. We give us a break of structure down, change of character down here, came back, reacted down, price came, swept this initial sellers here, then give another break of structure to the downside.
Right.
Now price reacted, price came to sweep this liquidity here, react from this FVG here.
Right.
Now it has pulled back up to clear this place. Then it tapped into this swing, this what's it called? This OB up here, this internal OB. So what I'm looking out for now, just more like what I'm saying about that your chart. So I'm waiting for price now to sweep here, but that would be like a very long-term stuff. But I'll drop down to the daily now. If you look at my daily is bullish, and I have this OB here. So I'll drop to like the 4 hours now.
Mark up your OB very well.
No, hold. So like this is my OB. I'll refine it. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll use here for because all of these other ones down here have been mitigated. Yeah. So this is on that weekly time frame that you saw. This is that low that I'm waiting to take out here, to be taken out for me to know that okay, USD has gone back to being bearish. But if it doesn't go that way, I'll be waiting for, if he clears this high here, I'll be waiting for it to come back here to be bearish. So it has tapped into this my OB now here. So I've this like what's it called 4 hours OB. So I'll go down to 1 hour. This is my 1 hour OB. I'll come down to 15 minutes. If you look where I've marked up my 15 minutes OB already, yeah. So now what I'm looking out for here, I'm not going to do anything until price taps into this 15 minutes OB. Then if it like gives a reaction point down, if it breaks this 15 minutes OB and probably comes down back here to break this low, this low that is down here, the 4 hours low, then I'll know I'm riding like a sell. I'll be looking for sales. But if not, if it comes down to this 15 minutes OB and breaks this high here, if it comes down, taps into this OB, then comes to break this high, I'll know, okay, I'll mark up my OB around here, then ride the buy up to know that, okay, I'll come, then we're coming down to this OB here. We're coming down to this OB here, up here. Yeah, but if not, if it just gives a fake reaction for early buyers that will be waiting for it here now, some buyers will be here like this now. Some buyers will be here. They don't know that the weekly is bearish and it has tapped into a weekly OB already. So they are like heavy because the weekly, their sellers on the weekly, they are heavy than the ones on 15 minutes or like G-Get. So if some buyers are here already now and their stop is like down here and they'll be like, okay, this OB has everything. It has swept liquidity down here. It grabbed liquidity here. The OB grabbed liquidity and so it's a very valid OB to buy rather. So they're waiting for it here. So price might just come down here, just give like a little reaction. they'll be like, oh, I'm in profit. Then price will just sweep them off. So once price sweeps them off, I'm like, okay, we're already bearish now. Then
So
I
that
can now
means
ride. But if not, I'll wait for price. Once price breaks here, then I cannot ride the buy.
Mr. Banks
I have
something.
I have a similar thing on GU.
okay.
But,
Yes, you'll be having the same thing on GU.
but what I'm waiting for is I'm waiting for something like this. I'm waiting for price to tap into this OB. Then I want to see a buy. Before I want to see a buy movement, then I'll be looking for like a continuation entry. I will not be buying directly from this OB.
Okay,
You
yeah, that's what
understand?
I'm saying. If we see
Like a continuation entry,
change
then
of
I
character,
buy.
Mr. Banks
I can
wanted
either
to
come
say
to like,
something.
yeah, if
Mr.
I see a
Banks
change of
wanted to say
character from
something.
here, I can now join. But if not, if I just see only like a failed, like maybe like just a small movement and price starts probably come here and doesn't break this place and start riding down, then I'll know that okay, price one probably just cleared all the buyers here. Because the weekly, it has tapped into a weekly OB already.
Okay,
This internal OB here.
okay. That's your own view, but Mr. Banks wanted to say something about, I don't know.
Now,
Okay, yeah, Mr. Banks. Yeah, that's why I wanted to share my screen. So Mr. Banks is going to see.
The point is the weekly time frame has given me a go ahead to continue selling. That was the first 90 by Euro USD.
Okay.
And if you check on the weekly, we have last week, upper week was a very strong bearish candle.
Yes.
You know, it pushed the markets to the downside.
Yes.
And we're expecting that, in short, my expectation is for the sell to continue to the downside.
Yeah,
okay.
The level you're looking at is going to be, to me, it's going to be kind of a manipulation level.
That's what I'm saying.
You just grab it, and if you are smart, you can trade the buy and make profit. We all know that. You go to 15 minutes, you will see a very, if Charles is here now, Charles will show you that he's looking for a buy within that area. Within his 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, is done. You understand that now? So for those who cap that buy levels, you can take it and be smart and make the profit from it, which is a very good one. You understand that now? So, but for the long time picture, we already know our targets. We already know where we are going to. And that's why we have to be smart in approaching the market. So
I'm also on a buy. I'm also on a sell here.
On the sell.
For my sell, I'm riding the sell. I've closed some of my positions here, but I'm still on a sell. And I'm going to like wait for the sell. Like my TP is around here.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, that's very good one. Can you project your gold? Let's quickly check gold. For those,
I don't trade gold. I only trade Euro USD. Someone else should. I don't trade gold. Only Euro USD.
Yeah. Come on. Go.
So Monday, let's have
good. You already. Who want share gold? Who want share? What are you looking for on gold?
Oh God. From here now, for real.
You want to buy?
Gold is bearish, but if I want to, I'm looking for a way to join the sale. To buy, sorry.
A buy or a sell? Sorry.
Now I'm looking for a buy.
Why are you looking for a buy, please? Can I ask that, please?
Do you know why I'm looking for a buy? Though,
please.
I actually want to see something from here for gold to come to this place because of this fair value gap here. I want gold to come back here, but gold is very manipulative these days. So the only thing I used to trade gold, if you check here, I use head and shoulder for this buy. If you check here too on 1 hour.
Okay.
I used. We have just 1 minute left. I use head and shoulder here to take this buy.
Okay. Billion. Sorry, we have less than 1 minute left, but I want us to do something for all of us that trade gold, right? I want us to do a top down of our market
analysis.
Exactly. So that means I'm expecting nothing less than 3-4 pictures of your market approach based on gold. Let's post it to the group. Everybody that trade gold, let's post it to the group, and let's do the analysis.
Post what? You post our top down analysis or what we're expecting gold to do.
What we're expecting. So just give us the top down. Everybody that trades gold, give us the top down.
Right? You guys give me mine. You guys should give me mine to trade gold. So.
Okay. Do you know what? So can I share my screen for a minute? I don't know if it's possible.
If you have some seconds to go.
You don't have that time.
You don't have that time. Okay, I will share. I'm selling
gold.
Some seconds
to go.
I'm selling gold around these points.
So let's have your top down charts. Everybody that sells gold, that buys gold. Let's have it on.
Please give us